what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie P all day. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty quick video. I am excited. This is actually going to be a really quick video. The next two dbad knives, one is just about done and ready to get sent here. So we're looking, we're in May now. By June, this knife should be ready. Well, it will be ready for selling in June for production. Now, I just gargled. This may be, I don't know, it's not in my hands yet. Even though it's my design, I know it well. This might turn out to be my new favorite knife ever made. Ever. And I know I say that as a designer, but it just might be. And then I have another knife that was just agreed on, and I'm going to show you the design. But first, allow me to show you the first one. So, this is the dbad Mission 5. This is the last of my dbad series that I'm doing with the Kukri House. This is the last one. Obviously, it is based off of the MK8 from Pole. I came up with this design, and this is all going to be polished, but I came up with this design when he first came out with those knives, and they had the disgusting, awful guards with the little ramps and all kinds of stuff, and this one's a little bit bigger than his as well. But since I dropped this design, he came up with a design that's pretty similar, and it kind of pissed me off because I completely, changed everything. I mean, I changed everything. If you look at this from the original, and I'll do a side by side, you could see the major differences. But, I mean, this thing is just going to be awesome. It's still different than the one he designed afterwards. Did he see my designs because people got mad that I bashed his Heartstopper and they showed him my designs? I don't know. Is he just smart and he came up with a design close to this? Maybe. And if that's the case, then I'm proud of Pole because this is way better. Getting rid of the guards. Like, you can't have those awful guards. But this thing is just sick. Now, it is not obviously finished. It still needs polishing and all that. It needs to be finalized. But I'm telling you, this might be my new all-time favorite knife. It's not in my hand yet. But damn. I mean, damn. It's just awesome. So, the second knife. Before I show you, and you can see the tip of it right there, ever since the World War I, they came out with a trench knife, right? And it was just awful. As a matter of fact, hold on. All right, so this is a reproduction of the 1918 U.S. trench knife. And when I say it's awful, I mean, it's just the way it's made. The originals were crazy cool looking. They got the job done. Somebody basically took a pair of brass knuckles and hollowed out the palm part and then did some kind of rat tail to put in a blade. And you can see how really thin it is here. The originals were pretty close to that. I think this is pretty close to how, well, yeah, they came in, and it's just made a really thin point and a really weak point. They were made to be better get Mako self-defense pieces, but not made entirely to be strong and reliable. That little nut on the end is what's holding the blade in, and it just needed to be better. Not only did it need to be better, but I mean, we're dbad talking. It needed to be bigger. So let's show you where I came. Ba ba boom. So this is going to be my trench knife. We're talking about, instead of less than an inch in the blade, and I think that one was maybe 3/4 of an inch, somewhere in there. This is a 2-inch blade. You'll notice that the entire thing is true full tang, and I'm talking everything is full tang. So rather than a brass brass knuckles, this is going to be just brass scales. This is going to be swedged, not sharpened in the rear, so that's going to be part of it. That is going to be a nice head cracker right there. Instead of a big fat guard, it's just going to have an integrated upper guard with, of course, the full fingers. The little spikes won't be squared off, so they will taper a little bit. But you can see this thing is going to be ridiculous. D2 steel, 8-inch blade, 2 inches wide. Man, and this is coming from Croco Knives. So this will be a numbered piece. And this is going to be the first true full tang, super badass, real 100% trust your life with it U.S. trench knife, U.S. style trench knife, I should say. This thing is just going to be way freaking better. I am absolutely stoked to be bringing this to the public. I cannot wait for this to come to fruition. I am eagerly anticipating the finish on this. I think it's just going to be remarkable. This thing is just... That's a big hunk of steel right there. Golly, that is, as far as just a fighting blade, there's not going to be any purpose for this except one, self-defense. Or self-offense if you're a jerk. But self-defense, this thing is going to be sweet. So this is the next knife from Croco Knives, and this one's going to just be ridiculous cool, man. So that's it. That's all. Next two knives in the dbad collection. One of them is pretty much done and just getting the final polish. And then it usually takes, about after I put the video up on the use, it'll take a week or two to get up and on the page for sales. So it will be in June, it looks like. And that thing... it's going to round out the Rambo collection, so you will be able to have the Rambo First Blood 2, my Mission 3, the Mission 1, Mission 2, Mission 3, the 4, that'll be the 5, and that Heartstopper style that I already brought out, the 6 was done before the 5. All of them, that's going to be the movie knives. And I know some people say, oh, well, what about that Gil Hibben one, that recovery blade or whatever, rescue, the mission rescue, whatever it was called. I'm not doing that because it was just a ripoff of Lyle's stuff, and it was shown in one scene pretty much on accident. So that's not coming through. The little boot knife, I'm not going to do the little boot knife, and I'm not going to do the used it in a scene palm daggers. I'm just doing the main knives. So that's for the Rambo collection. That's going to be it, unless there's another Rambo movie. Who knows? Then we'll do another one. But that way you can have literally the entire Rambo series in full functional knives. Fully functional badass pieces. Very, very cool. And I can't wait for this Croco blade. Speaking of Croco blade, this thing is right here with me because I'm so excited about my dbad military combo knife, combat knife that I just released. This thing is super freaking cool. All right, so I told you it was going to be short. I'm going longer than I wanted to go. That's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. Till next knife.